Alright. About ready to start. Should give a fair warning that I have been outside and doing things for the past couple days, while stupidly forgetting to take my allergy medication. So if I start coughing a lot tonight, that's probably why. I've had like a semi kind of bad cough all day. But, you know, this is normal for this time of year for me. Being allergic to like tree pollen and shit. Which is wonderful. My life is plagued by trees that I can do nothing about. Alright. Let's start the game. Alright, where did we leave off? Pretty sure we were heading back to the earlier parts of the level to explore them a little bit more. Villain who hates the environment, his allergies make up his tragic backstory. Yep, that's me. All the lore is given from audio logs ripped from these streams. A lore made up entirely of Twitch bots. To save his throat, he must cut down all the trees. You see, at this point, I'm just turning into the villain from, like, the terrible Lorax movie. Like, the short dude in the suit who tried to kill everything and turned the entire planet into plastic. That guy. You know what's funny? The only reason anyone still remembers that movie is because it became a meme, and then also there were a bunch of, like, teenage girls that were really thirsty for the Onceler for some reason. Hello, Psychgem, nice to see ya. Ooh, maybe don't look away from the screen while things are happening. Hold on, where am I? Yeah, I'll definitely want to use at least a potion. We have more stuff to explore on the far side of the screen. Oh, I can see now why I didn't go for it. Yep, it's over here. Probably saw a way out of a room with man-eaters in it and was like, yep, fuck it, I'm taking it. I don't care where it ends up. Okay, that potion was worthless. I did not need to use it. Okay. There's a lot of weird stuff hidden in the castle in this game, and I'm hoping I get to show some of it. But of course, with so many branching paths in this one, as opposed to, like, the previous ones, which like to have a lot of, like, hidden, like, breakable wall pieces, feels a little overwhelming at times. Recently realized the one game series I own in full is Star Fox, aside from the 64's 3DS remake. I own that one. It's pretty alright. Adds gyro aiming to 64 and, like, well, I believe I said it about Ocarina, but gyro aiming really fixes a lot of N64 games. So you're gonna marathon it from the beginning? Well, good luck. Can't do anything about that yet. Doesn't seem to lead anywhere either. Okay. I like What of Star Fox that I've played. I wouldn't call myself a fan of it necessarily. Ooh, boss. Alright, Golem. Man, that is one heavily telegraphed attack. Oh god. Doesn't even deal damage. Is he dead? Nope. Phase 2. I just see they brought back this staple for the Golem. Okay, the book is, like, really broken in this game. Like, I know that I said that the holy water is, like, the most broken, but man, I really underestimated how powerful the book is. Loving the enemy designs? I mean, yeah. Castlevania always has really good level designs. Although this is not one of my favorite designs for the Golem. The Golem has looked way cooler in other games. The Lament of Innocence one especially. That one was a lot of fun to fight. Alright, give me that orb. But if we're going to talk good designs, may I point out the design of the main character? Very good. Like Alucard, but he's a Belmont. Oh boy, it's this room. Hold on, hold on. What is it blocking? Identity? What do you mean identity? What? It told me the reason it was blocking that was because of quote-unquote identity. What does that even mean? This is one where you fight the ball of corpses. Oh, you're gonna be delighted to hear that that is actually a series staple. That shows up in a lot of games, and I'm not gonna spoil whether or not it's in this one, but it is in a lot of them moving forward. Legion is one of the main, like, one of the developers' main bosses that they love to include. Okay. Well, that looks like that's where the free ride ends. Yeah, nope. Oh yeah, but yeah, the Adventures Dinosaur Planet connection was weird. If it had released as Dinosaur Planet, I think people would have liked it a lot more. Although, I think probably only half as many people would have played it. Alright, so here's what's really cool about this, right? So there's this whole river of blood that's pouring down, and we flipped a switch to, like, move it. I absolutely love the implication that we have smashed this monster. Oh, fuck. No, thank you. Okay, well, oh? It's the weird thing about slimes in this game. They don't do poison like they normally do. However, they do split in two. A mirror and Yellowstone. Let's see, unsure if Star Fox System was the only reason for content being cut. Apparently, Dinosaur Planet's code was a mess back when it was on in 64. I don't doubt it. It had a really long development cycle, and it was probably very difficult on the devs. Oops. Don't want to bump the mic. I'm pretty sure slapping Adventures onto, or Star Fox Adventures as the name of Dinosaur Planet was like a way for them to be like, hey guys, look, new Star Fox, buy the video game. And people did not want to buy the video game. They did, and they were disappointed when it wasn't Star Fox. It was more Zelda-like. I think part of the reason Rare accept Microsoft deal had something to do with them making a Conquer sequel, like maybe Nintendo didn't want them to or something. I mean, they never did end up developing a Conquer sequel. They ported it to the Xbox, and it was like heavily censored, but I don't believe they ever actually made like a sequel. Let's see, where else can we explore? I really think it's just the next area, so... Oh wait, we can also head down back here. Mom, everyone at this party is dying. Please help. Hello, Jay. Nice to see you. Oh, okay. Good. Upsides to playing this game the way I do. Fast. Downsides to playing this game the way I do. Pain. Let's see, let's actually keep going along this route. Let's see if we can take on the next area. I have a personal theory. Wait a minute, not this way. Game that General Pepper makes a quip about how Fox is always just blowing things up. He should use his head this time. Part of me thinks that was someone at Rare taking a shot at Star Fox. It might have been. It's my opinion on the Belmonts in Smash. I think they are quite fun to play as, although they are super obnoxious to play against. Although I love their classic mode, and I'm planning on covering it as part of this someday. Although personally, if we were to get 2 reps, like I know one of them is an Echo Fighter, so it technically doesn't count, but I would have much preferred Simon and like Alucard over Simon and Richter. Considering one of these is just a model swap. Oh yeah, that Scarecrow is actually from the library in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, where or the Upside Down library, where all of the enemies in there are based off of, or most of the enemies in there are based off of the Wizard of Oz characters. So you had the Scarecrow, there was the Tin Man who killed me multiple times immediately on stream. There's a lion in there. Big guy wields a sword. There's this little guy named Shmoo who drops the most powerful weapon in the game, like in the entire game. He's a lot of fun. I love Shmoo. Alright, let's head to the save point up here. Alright, we have a couple of options. We could try to fight that boss some more, or we could try to explore the aqueducts that are immediately under this. What do you guys think? The lion who, despite having an attack similar to the Chrysogrim, does not drop the Chrysogrim, right? No, the Shmoo drops it. I wouldn't call this one a modern Metroidvania. This one only released like a handful of years after Symphony. I think this one was 2002, does it say? Maybe it's in the home menu. Manual? I think this one is 2002. I want to double check that. Oh, of course it doesn't tell me. Nope. Okay. Sure. Anyways, yeah, no, this one is not quite modern. I know that Circle of the Moon was 2001, so I'm pretty sure this one was 2002. With Aria of Sorrow following after it in 2003. Yeah, 2002. Thought so. They're just becoming exceedingly rare nowadays. Like, we had the Metroid 2 remake. Yeah, it's because the two main players disappeared. I mean, you have two parts of this, right? You've got the Metroid and you've got the Vania. And somehow neither series was keeping this genre afloat. Metroid disappeared after, what? What was their last game before, you know, they disappeared? I think it was Other M, and no one liked Other M. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of really good indie ones, that's true. I could recommend a few if you guys are interested. My personal favorite out of the ones I've played is Momodora 4. Reverie Under the Moonlight, I think its name is. That one's amazing. Alright, let's try the devil again. Oh, and of course Axiom Verge if you like Metroid. Oh, okay. Okay. Come here. You know what's weird? This game's playstyle is very much so aggressive. And yet this boss really, like, discourages aggressive playstyles. I don't know how much damage it does. You know what? Let's try changing our stone, actually. Let's try yellow. Oh yeah, Bloodstained is really good as well. I've heard Hollow Knight's really good. I own it. I haven't gotten around to it just yet. Okay, Yellowstone does exactly the same amount of damage. Come here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use an uncurse. Just so that doesn't end up fucking me over. Gotta say, I love the boss arena for this guy, though. As much as I've commented that I don't like his design very much in the past. Ooh, 4 hits that time. Ori and the Will of Wisps. Oh yeah, Blind Forest and Will of Wisps. Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute. Do I not have any HP? And I hit start to like try to go to the to check how much HP I had left, and he'd already killed me. Dead Cells is Metroidvania? I haven't played that one. But yeah, there's so many on Steam, it's kind of ridiculous. Indie devs have really stepped up and made the genre stick around. I probably had exactly 1 HP. I believe it, honestly. Fuck these skeletons. Time Spinner? Haven't heard of that one. You know, the slide dealing damage in this game is a little weird. Alright, let's try this again. If I fail this time, we'll... Oh, okay. We'll just go through the aqueducts. Which it's looking like this is not going to be a good run. Whoa! Wait a minute. I'm sorry, how many times did that hit him? Oh my god. It breaks when he's close to a wall. Because it starts spawning them on top of him. So even though they all only hit once, he can't, like, get away from it. Oh my god. This is definitely going to be the run, if any, so I'm going to use a potion to not die. Time Spinner took a bunch of stuff from Symphony. Well, I gotta get out of there somehow, so might as well uncurse and run under him. I gotta say, I really like this game's interpretation of curse. Let's turn off the ice book for now. Just use our hearts while MP restores. And he's dead. Alright. I'll take it. Star Fox Assault made Adventures canon only to kill off nearly everyone from said game besides Crystal and Tricky. Oh. That's, not good. I don't want to move on because I know that's just more of the castle over there. I want to head down here. Pretty sure there's a couple more bosses we can hit in this section of the castle, but we have to head through the aqueducts, and that involves going through that blind room that I hate. Oh, boss death animations are always cool in Castlevania. Unless it's on the NES. In which case, they did their best. There's like one of them in 4 that goes like full mode 7 and like starts changing size and shit. It's really cool. Night goggles. Oh, you know, that's actually probably to see in the dark. So we can check out the aqueduct. The Stone Mummy. Is that his name? I always just thought of him as a different form of the Golem. Castlevania 4 Dracula had a pretty good death. Yeah, that was one of the first Draculas that they really pulled out. Oh, okay. Pulled out all the stops to really, like, show him dying. Oh, no. It's always a bad omen when you see a flea man. Always. My reaction is always somewhere along the lines of, Jesus fucking Christ, I wish that flea men didn't exist. You know in Castlevania 1 it's possible for them to glitch and start jumping around in the GUI? I think it mainly happens on emulated copies, but you can get it to happen pretty easily on stage 3 if you get one of them to follow you. They have to jump up to the left, I'm pretty sure, when you hit the edge of a wall, and then they'll go up to the GUI. And if you're lucky, they'll start jumping around in it for a little bit before disappearing. Scale armor. Let's hope that's good. Yeah, that's really good, actually. I gotta say, I'm so happy that the stats are back to normal numbers. Because I missed that after Circle of the Moon, man. I missed that so much. I guess let's just head down. I don't remember much about this area, honestly. These pendulums always make me nervous in each game. Like, I know that there's never a point in the series where they just, oh, fuck, where they just don't work. But the possibility of that happening, oh, okay, I guess we have the cross now. That's fine. Like being able to play the game? Weird. Man, not to throw too much shade at Circle of the Moon when we're playing a game that isn't it, but like I did not enjoy that game at all. I'm very glad that we put it behind us. Why didn't I like Circle of the Moon? There was a lot of reasons. First off, I found that the grind was very, very noticeable in that game. There were a lot of moments where I had to be like, alright guys, we're stopping for the night because I have to go grind off stream for a while to get a specific card or something so that we could even stand a chance against certain bosses. And on top of that, some of the bosses really just felt like massive walls. Like, very specifically, the bull whose head is in the shackles, forget his name, started with an A, and the zombie dragons, hated them both. And on top of that, it was probably the worst controlling of the Metroidvanias so far, and I've played all the later ones, it is pretty much the worst controlling one. Well, let's see if we have Grand Cross. I kind of doubt we do. Oh, we're starting to get some. Okay, I can get the other ones. Oh yeah, and Dracula was terrible. Dracula was the worst he had ever been in that game. His final phase only has 2 attacks. And while I will admit, finally beating him, the battle was really intense, having to retry him over and over again made the fight, like, really boring and terrible. Not a fan of it. Of course, that's just me. If you like Circle of the Moon, you know, go right ahead. I'm not gonna tell you not to. I'm gonna... Oh, okay. I was about to keep the cross, but it decided it had other plans. It had to be somewhere. Dracula was an ordeal and a half. Oh, yeah, no. I don't know how I managed to beat him. That was like a literal miracle. Because I was going to go for the Black Dog Pluto strategy, where you throw the bone and kill him instantly. But I couldn't get Black Dog. So I just started fucking around with the item crashes and used Grand Cross to kill him. I had to use, like, most of my heart restores. See, is this the very top? Yes, it is. Yeah, I thought there'd be more up here. Hint card 4. If I remember right, these things are pretty much nonsense. Yeah, some spells can be casted multiple times. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. Okay, go to the right once we get down there. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, what a hint, right? At least now I have an idea of where we're supposed to go. Okay, I vote we go and explore the aqueducts for a little while. Because there's still a boss down there that we haven't seen. And I would love to show that guy off. And then we'll go ahead and we'll run through the other area. However, I want to grab those night goggles, just to see if they do anything. Oh boy, it curses. Fuck off. Alright, let's see. So, equip. Let's put it on our hands. Yep, there we go. Oh! Okay. So this is much better than it was before, but still less than I was expecting. Imagine you're playing this on a regular Game Boy Advance, and the game looks like this anyways because it's the original Game Boy Advanced. And thus you don't even know there's a puzzle here. Ooh, good. Ooh, Chaos Ring. That better not do what I think it does. Increases the strength of holy water. Okay. Alright. Aqueduct of Dragons, and now I can take off these stupid night goggles. Is that the strongest thing I can put in that slot? No, the bangle is. Okay, these guys are going to be a bit of an issue, I can tell. Oh, good. They spawn infinitely, just like their Castlevania 1 cousins. Okay, so about 7 hits for those guys. There was 1 crit in there. Heart max, I'll take it. Oh, okay. You can dive under them. This is good. You fell asleep after eating a taco. It was a good party. Oh, good. I was about to say, this guy decides to move an inch and I get hit. Okay. Note to self, 29 damage is way more than you'd think it is. Because it takes off a lot of the health bar. I feel like the last half of the health bar goes away way faster than the first half does. Alright, let's go back to exploring the regular area, because clearly I'm not strong enough for that yet. I'll take that. Okay, I'm pretty sure the correct route through here is this way. And I'm not going to worry too much about the other items I can grab. I'm not going to really worry about 100%ing the maps in these. I don't even know if there is, like, a reward for doing that in this game. Oh, good. I know that Symphony got a slightly altered ending if you got, like, I think it's like 96% of the map or something like that. Or 196, sorry. Because Symphony goes real high in the map numbers. At this point, I'm just trying to avoid the fucking heartbeats. How much next level? About 1,000 experience? Okay. "100% in Metroidvanias can be a nightmare." I don't doubt it. Especially the Metroid ones, like, nah. I'm never even gonna try that. Metroid has some of the hardest hidden, like, power-ups I've ever seen. Oh. Oh. But. Okay, so hitting him knocks him back. Oh? Oh, yes, I like this. Armor. Hey, screen, there we go. Let's equip all that. It's probably really good. Guardian armor, hell yeah, that's really good. Guardian helm, also really good. Guardian boots, also really good. And Guardian glove, there it is. Jesus Christ. The reward is always just a different picture at the end too, not worth it. Yeah. But there's a Castlevania somehow blended all the castles from all the Metroidvanias in the series. They attempted that. That's what Harmony of Despair is. They attempted to take a lot of different castle designs with different areas and put them together. And the way they managed it was they just made it different, like, stages. But they are definitely downsized. Given the fact that levels have a half an hour cap? Supposed to be a sensor blur, or was it to emphasize how intense that was? I think it was them trying to hide the fact that they were unloading the Guardian model, or the Guardian sprite. And changing the room to the room without it, probably. Is there something in here as well? Nope. Nothing I can do about this spot. Person died so I can look Gucci? Yeah, hell yeah. It's fine. He's a monster in Dracula's castle. He's not people. Okay, this guy is dealing 1 damage to me now. Alright, let's see. Where do I have left to explore? Just up from there. Nothing I can do here, he foolishly said, walking past about 30 Easter eggs. That true Castlevania fan spot. I wouldn't even doubt it. Don't you know this area is based off of a clock tower? All the games have clock towers, duh. Ooh. Oh, okay, that's not... How are you not dead? Alright, using an item. Am I at the trajectory to get launched into that door? Please no. Oh my god. I think I want to go into this door. To avoid her. Let's do it. It's a pretty deep connection. Wouldn't expect plebeian stuff. I am so glad I made the dive into this door. Alright, well... No, not relics. Spellbook. Ice book. Alright, we win. So, a while ago, during one of the post streams, I was looking through, like, an article that was like, ooh, worst bosses in the Castlevania franchise. This is Max Slimer. This is one of the ones that was listed on that list, like the lists that people were putting out. And not just once or twice, like a lot. He was on the list a lot. It was like every other person responding to the thread was like, it's Max Slimer. He's the worst boss in the series. And, well, I certainly hope it's easy to spot why. Oh no, he cornered me! And now he didn't. Hard boss, right, guys? Literally the putty boss from Yoshi's Island? Yeah, but, like, worse. Yeah, it's a really lazy, terrible boss, I will agree. Sadly, this game is kind of full of it, like, that kind of stuff. I've been commenting on that, that during my sort of, like, practice run, I noticed there's a lot of bosses in this game that contribute nothing. They're either just a mild roadblock, or, don't give anything towards progression. They just have, like, a battle item behind them. Like, I know the Wind Book is hidden behind one of these, and so was the Yellowstone. You like that delicious paste? Me too. This game, like, honestly, if I were to make a comparison, this game is very comparable to Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 also had boss design like this all over it. Alucard could kill that thing by looking at it, honestly. Hey, speaking of boss fights, this guy isn't one here, but he will be in the future. So, look forward to him being kind of cool. He's not cool here, though. Very noticeably. Hey, look! Greenstone! I'll kill it for the experience, though. Handhelds always get the lazy versions of the series. Always not the case, but it was very common before 3DS. I mean, the thing about Castlevania is they make that not true as soon as the next game. Like, the next, like, 2 games we're looking at, it's very obvious that the one that had the more work put into it was the Game Boy version, or the Game Boy game, not version, they're different games. Because the next 2 games, after this one, oh! Alright. This is an important cutscene, so I'm gonna derail that. Ah! Death has returned! I don't remember what voice I was doing for Juiced. Mortal! You know of a man by the name of Maxim, do you not? Yes, I do! What about him? I believe that man has discovered objects that hold my lord's powers. You mean Dracula's remains? My lord's fragmented remains? Now it all makes perfect sense. Death, how do you not know? How do you not know that it's... Whatever. Shut up, Death. What on earth are you talking about? You have provided me with an answer, so I shall reward you with an explanation. It's simple. This castle is a creation of Maxim's will. What? But he's not capable of such a feat. I just wanted just to feel like an idiot. So instead of, of course it all makes sense, he's like, of course it all makes sense now. true of the original maxim, but possession of my lord's remains changes everything. The castle's two spirits now embody my lord's powers. The castle's two spirits? Two spirits exist now within his body. His original spirit and a wicked spirit born from my lord's remains. What a ridiculous notion. And so, two castles were born to embody the two spirits. Of the two spirits, the wicked one wanted the castle most. Wait a minute, what do you mean by two castles? Ignorant mortal, don't you realize that this castle has two layers? I don't want to have anything more to do with you. Farewell. Dracula and the audacity of this bitch to ask questions. Wait, are you running away from me? This castle, as it is now, is a transient one. I must go and aid its completion. Wait, but it's always transient. That's the point of Dracula's castle, is it appears wherever people need it. Anyways, so you guys ready to see this map go nuts? And to see this game's main gimmick that it's been building to this entire time? For you see, Dracula's not only revealed that there's, you know, two entire castles in this. This is the same place I was before, but the aura around it has changed. Now I see. This is what Death meant when he said there were two castles. Behold! There's two fucking maps in this game. And they overlap. The game just doubled its own size. So instead of being 60% of the way through the game, we're 30% of the way through the game. We have quite a lot of game to go here. Or very little if I decide that all the optional bosses aren't worth it. Which, by the way, in case you're curious, yes, the maps are, for the most part, exactly the same. It's just Castle B has different areas. And if you notice, we've been to it before, because Castle B also exists in the bottom area. See, this is like the big selling point of this game. Which is weird. Because it's presented as like a gameplay like twist. Once you get to it. Ooh, a clock. I'll take it. Ooh, save point. I'll take it. Foolish mortal, as long as I keep finding assholes like you and Maxim, there will be infinite layers. You will never get full map completion. Honestly, I've only ever gotten full map completion, like, almost once. And that was in Portrait of Ruin, where getting full map completion is required to see an extra boss that I was really excited to see. Sadly, I never got to that boss. Because that game's final area is really hard. I don't know if Maxim is an asshole. Half of him is. Oh, I remember this room. Yes, follow me back. Yes, good. Yeah, keep going. Keep on. Come on. Yeet. Let's see, what else is in this area? Holy water? I'm gonna stick with the book for a little bit longer. He was indeed Yote. Okay, these rooms? There's a lot of these in this game. Like, just in my practice run, I counted like 4 or 5 of them that I encountered, and I do not get them at all. You're supposed to do something to, like, get these to be dealt with, but I don't really know. They're puzzles. Oh yes, I do install mechanisms that exist solely to kill my own guards. I mean, yeah, do you not? Yeah, no, Dracula's just a sick bastard, I guess. I mean, to be fair, this is Maxim's castle, not Dracula's. Also, I would like to comment on the whole "where's Simon's castle" earlier. I would fucking love to see Simon's castle. Like, a lot. Oh! Alright, let's see if I can do this. This is a race against this metal ball. I was able to do this with relatively little issue previously in my practice run, but you never know. Also, if you want all the stuff out of this room, you have to go through it like twice. I really hope it's not like ahead of me magically. There we go. Healing mail and a heart choker. Is this explaining when the second castle in Symphony comes from? Because Shaft had Dracula's remains? I don't know. It's Castlevania. They never really cared about the lore. They cared to some extent, but not until, like, the console games, like the big ones, did they ever decide, let's take the story a bit seriously. But I wouldn't doubt that that might be why. I don't know, the inverted castle might also have been a reaction to Alucard being in the castle. Because he normally isn't. And it's definitely not him and Shaft together in the castle. But I do know they never say anything about it in this game. I always think that those, like, should be platforms, and they're never platforms. And down here is a whole lot of nothing. Alright, sure. See, this area pretty much goes nowhere. Oh! Just like that. Oh, I do not want the knife, thank you. It's mine now. Fuck you, Bone Dragon. I'll still fight him, though. I want the experience. Ooh, I like the effect for when you hit this guy. How the damage, like, the damage thing slowly pulsates through the body. Or, you know, like, runs up his bones. I like that. Alright, now I know for a fact we're very close to a boss. So I want to hit that save room one more time before we head in its direction. Bones. Delicious bones. Holy shit, it is getting hot in my room, and like, the sun isn't even out anymore. I don't know how the fuck it gets hot in here. Oh, I said we were getting close to a boss room. Alright, and the opposite of Max Slimer is... a single peeping eye. Ha, you thought. Peeping Big! The worst name. good. I love getting smacked. He is gross, you're right, Jay. Could make so many obvious jokes right now. I do not want to get peeped on by Big, thanks. Cursed. Thank you, Jay. Give this game a multiplayer mode where the purpose is to knock the peeping Big back and forth, like some fucked up game of, like, basketball. Where you have to, like, get him into a certain spot to score a point. Newest esport, peeping Big. And he's dead. Probably didn't need to do... Oh. Good death animation, I like it. And a life max up. And Arabaki, I like that name, explodes into a million froggies and dies happy. No thanks. Ooh, another elixir, I'll take it. Good. So I was about to say, that should kill him. I don't see why it wouldn't. By the way, if you want to see just one map, you can hit L or R to isolate them. Oh my god, it's so hot in here. I'm gonna open a window. There. Fix my headphones real quick. There we go. Don't open the window, Maxim's peeping on me. Oh god, oh fuck. It's okay, I'll kick his ass eventually. Just like I did Hugh. No rival character is safe from my wrath. Is that an item called the Kaiser Knuckle? Yes, I believe it is. Let's take a look at it. Increases attack, I think? Yeah, increases strength by 3. It's not worth us equipping, but it's neat. Wait a minute, what just happened? No, thank you. We equipped the Guardian Helm. I accidentally bumped the wrong button on my SNES controller. That's what the fighting game with the infamous general boss is called? Oh. Man, I am bad at these. A big mana prism, I'll take it. Even if it's never going to be particularly useful, might as well. Hey, how did that flea man live? Boss is so brutal, they seemingly nerfed him for the US release and he was still nearly impossible. See, this is why I avoid fighting games. Because I'm never good at them. It'll be interesting streaming Castlevania Judgment. I know how to play one character in that game, and it's Shinoa, who we have to unlock. Okay, we'll have to remember this room. So that's an important item that we'll need to progress. Hit this part of the map real quick. And then turn around. Just to fill it in. Came across a very long Japanese video of someone attempting General over and over and finally everyone in the room was screaming with joy. Makes me think of Tiamat. Alright. Boss time. Again. You guys starting to see what I mean? What did Peeping Big add? What did that boss contribute to the game? He didn't give a good drop. All he did was allow access to another part of the castle. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Who's Peeping Big? Anyways, hello, Legion! Except it's Legion Saint. See, he's, like, different somehow. He's still a ball of corpses. To be fair, they're not corpses. They're still alive. They're just willingly clinging to Legion. Because this game really likes horror. This thing is, like, final boss material for, like, how fucked up its design is. And yet it's just right here in the middle of the game. Not even the middle, like, we're not even at the halfway point yet, I don't think. I don't know, it's really hard to say with this game because of how much just actual garbage is in it. I think it might be my best interest to turn off the blue book because it's holding out of my range for it. Oh, here we go. Laser time. It looked like a giant brain. That's Legion for ya. There he goes. I didn't even need to heal. I started this boss at half health. See, even Legion feels underwhelming in this one. I don't know, it's kind of weird because the game mechanically is put together very well. But the bosses are just really not up to par with the rest of the series. And the mechanic just feels like it's going to get ridiculously confusing as we move forward. Because, I mean, look at that. Look at all that stuff we've explored. And it's going to be the exact same on the A side, except with a different skin. For as easy as Symphony is, if you destroy all Legion sections, it begins spraying these red lasers, which are actually really hard to avoid. Yeah, that's if you destroy all of his sections without killing him, which is easier said than done with how easy Symphony is. Skin. Never say that again. Hey, oh! Oh, these are axe armor level 2. I see. It really looked like he was throwing the Arabaki for a second. I like how he's immune during that. Makes it so you can't just kill him right out of it. Alright, let's see. Trying to remember where to go from here. You didn't say it, you typed it? Okay, I guess that's fine then. Say, skin all you want. Okay. I don't know why I thought I could avoid that. I literally could have just, like, stood up and killed him. Why did that remind me of a creepypasta? Because it's probably something someone said in a real creepypasta. Oh boy, there's a bed up here. Ooh, and it's king-sized. I'll take it. I guess now it's time to find our way back to the, like, the room. Isn't it? There's a lot of furniture in this game. There's nothing over here, and yet it needs to be marked on our map. Good. Alright, let's see. So, the furniture room is, like, way down at the bottom. We are nowhere near it. I don't think we can get there from here, actually. Let's just explore the rest of this area, but I'm gonna save first. I hope we get all the furniture too, Jay. I do. I don't know how much there is, and I don't know what the reward is for doing it. This one might be needing a bonus stream where we go and get furniture. I can call it the IKEA stream. I gotta say, this area is more fun to explore when there aren't exploding jellyfish spore creatures. Blizzard Road. Probably increases ice damage as like a passive effect. IKEA stream got a shot for the apartment. Oh, Christ. Believe it or not, this is not the worst appearance of the curse effect in the series. You know, where it slows the game to a grinding halt for a little bit. Nah, the worst appearance of curse is in Order of Ecclesia. I'm not gonna say exactly what it does here, like, yet, because we're not playing Order of Ecclesia, but it is fucking terrible. Actually, beating the game isn't how you get the true ending. Collecting all the arranging all the furniture is the only way. Yes, please. Ooh, a rocking chair. And an old radio. Is it really an old radio game? I mean, doesn't this game take place in, like, the 1700s? I'm amazed there is a radio. At this point, had we even figured out, like, anything with sound? Ooh, Ooh, we can't do anything about that just yet, but I know where to go to do do something about that. Let me see. Where is it on the map? I think it's right there? Okay, so I know where we're going now. I am gonna hit the save point, though. This is not the way to the save point. I'm surprised they know about radio waves. I mean, if you look into the like series lore, Dracula was a bit of an inventor during the time period between Lament of Innocence and Castlevania 3. So it's very possible that he could have invented it as like a thing that he did, but I highly doubt it. Symphony had New York style pizza. That is true. But it's more reasonable that they figured out how to cook pizza than, oh look, we just have a radio here. Let's see, we need to get that item that I pointed out earlier where I was like, hey, remember this, we need to get that because it's important. It's important for now. We need it now. Think the radio actually plays when you have it out? I'm willing to bet it does. Like, honestly. Okay, let's see. I have to go down from here to get there. Let's you blast Wicked Child, please. Wicked Child is one of those songs that doesn't appear nearly as often as I would like in the series. Oh my god. I call this move Fuck Off, Medusa. You guys like it? But yeah, no, Wicked Child doesn't show up all too often in the series, and that's a crime. Like, yeah, Bloody Tears is great and all, but come on, Konami, we've heard it 12 times. I'm ready to hear Wicked Child, but done up really well. Like, I'm certain it appears here or there, but it never goes as hard as they go with Bloody Tears. I think it appears in Aria? It might appear in Dawn. Okay, I can't do anything about that yet. How do I get the Crushing Stone? Well, let's go through the aqueducts then. I'm too impatient for these. Fuck. Just barely missed it. Castlevania words of saying. There's the psychotic Garfield fanfic? I do not doubt it. With the author saying things like that? Oh. Let's see. Alright, aqueduct time. Let's hope it's easier now, because we fought a couple more bosses. Turkey. Okay. Oh, good. Mirror skeletons. $4. $4. You can buy 4.5 teas with that. Oi, fuck off, skeleton mirror. Wait a minute, what was up here? Nothing? Okay. Bone liquids here. So despite the fact that they act Despite the fact that they act exactly like red skeletons in this game, they are not red skeletons. They do die. I know that they use the exact same sprite sheet and animations and everything. Oh, melty zombies. I hate these things because they're disgusting, but they don't even fight back, really. So it's like, man, you could have just not had these here and made my life better. For, you know, not having to look at them. I don't think I've ever been hit by one. Like at all, actually. Hey! Life max, I'll take it. Let's see. Hey look, we're at 83% of the map. Guys, it ends at 100, right? Right? I don't know why there's a Mario pipe up there, but sure. Pretty sure the book is actually going to be really important for the boss down here. So I'm going to stick with that for a little while. Prince William sends Garfield a letter saying he's not invited to the royal wedding. So Garfield free falls into England. What? Kills everyone at Buckingham Palace and fights Prince William, who converts Big Ben into a Doom cannon? Garfield proceeds to backhand the Doom laser, kill William, and then have sex with Kate Middleton. This is clearly a prophecy. Alright, yeah, we can't do anything about that. Sadly. We have to get that item that we can't really get access to just yet. Okay, so it looks like we have to go up and to the left. Or up and continue up. A longer sequel, which is somehow more nonsensical. Amazing. Whoa! I hope he had fun water sliding his way out of the room. I did have to mentally prepare. I knew from the moment I read Buckingham Palace, or falls into Buckingham Palace, that the rest of that was going to be insane. And I was right. Bless Garfield fanfic. It's amazing. Let's see, where am I? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Are we coming up on the good spot? The right spot? Okay, I still can't move this stupid thing. You see, something I didn't show is the game practically bends over backwards to not let you enter a different part of the castle. If you go to all of these spots, they're all blocked off from both directions, and you can't open any of them until you get to the exact chamber where Death explains to you that there are two castles. Medicine jar. Let's hope that's invulnerability. Anyways, if we keep hitting this... Here, machines moving above. That's good. Let's see if that room opened up yet. So that would have greatly... Nope! Nothing. Foolish mortal, did you not realize? No, because the castle wouldn't let me realize. Yeah, I just have to work my way all the way back around. Yay! For not having the foresight to come here earlier, I was punished. Yay! You know what? We're gonna demolish this room. Ooh, good. You know, that probably gives a lot of experience. I don't want to check, like, how much experience they give exactly, though. Let's see. Looks like we have to work our way back up through there. Oh well. Fuck the melty zombies, I don't need to fight them. Although if I head more to the left here, I'll fight these ones. There might be a goodie over here. Yep, I was right. Ooh! Ooh, that's gross. They multiply. Ooh, these are unpleasant. Let's see. Yeah, just gotta go up from here. This is what happens to the McDonald's pink slime. I mean, I can confirm the nuggets are pink slime. They're gross. Ooh. Oh, nope. Give me that book. Are they still pink slime, or did that stop? Can't really say because I never really handled the nuggets all too much, but I can say that they were still disgusting. No matter what they did to those things, they always tasted bad. I don't know what it is about them. They taste like the most processed food I had ever eaten in my life. Like, you know how, like, fucking pre-sliced American cheese is in comparison to all the other cheeses? That's sort of how McNuggets are to every other way to prepare, like, fucking any chicken. Yep, there it is. Crushing Stone! This is the next important item for progression. And we can use it in quite a few spots right now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use it in the spot to the left of us. And go towards that. Because I know for a fact that's where the next big story objective is. If we ever need levels, we can just start exploring parts of the castle that we haven't explored yet in different castles. I think that would be a pretty good use of our time for grinding. Let's head up here first. I'm curious about what's up here. Oh god, it's this thing. So it mainly kicks to attack, but its design is so fucking horrifying, I hate it. It has no arms. That insane story, I mentioned Garfield is made out to be the absolute manliest force in any universe who can do no wrong. That is exactly how I expected it to be written. I know I can destroy that. There we go. Good. Good run through that room. Nice and smooth. If he does get in trouble, John can give him power with a flaming lasagna guitar? Oh my god! I hate how they use the same sword sprites on these with the much more deadly, like, Master Sword equivalents. Because those guys are really difficult. The Spectre guys are not. Okay. Yeah, Spectres die in, like, 2 hits. I like how the whole challenge of fighting that one on the stairs is just that you can't see it at all. Okay, can't get that up there just yet. We gotta remember this spot, though, because it has an important item in the other version of the castle. And that's locked. Okay. Nothing up there. Okay. I'm leaving. I don't need to fight that guy. Man, I thought I was dead for a second there. Nope. That move just sucks. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and use our new crushing stone now. Now that we've explored that area. I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion real quick, though. Oh, we don't have any regular potions. Ooh, what's hit card 6? Red Book and Dagger share a secret? Okay. Why is it so loud and satisfying when he slides forward? I don't know. This game has good sound design, though. Alright, now, equip Crushing Stone. Now, we can't leave this equipped all the time. So we have to hold down the button, and then we can knock down the walls. Having other things equipped, though, like the red stone or the green stone, increases our attack by quite a bit, so it's definitely worth it to just switch when we need to. I'm gonna go back and save before we head into that, whatever it is. I actually don't remember what that boss is. It could be anything, honestly. Why do I keep thinking this room is the one that's previous? I keep thinking like, oh yeah, just drop through this room. Nope. Fuck your axe armors, I don't need them. Walk in there and it's Galamoth. I would have loved to see them try to do Galamoth on the GBA. Then again, they tried to do something of similar size and we got zombie dragons, so, you know. Maybe not. Alright, here we go. Oh! Well, here we go. I guess this is happening. Oh, I see you are still alive. Maxim! No, you're not Maxim. Ha! You're on to me. What the hell are you? I am myself, just not the me that you knew in the past. This man's suppressed desires, coupled with his possession of Dracula's remains, possession of Dracula's remains, get it right, Maxim, gave rise to a separate spirit, and that other spirit is me. I'm not sure if he's even aware of my existence. And it was also you who kidnapped Liddy? Heh, of course, it was my doing. She belongs to me. But he went and lost his memory and doesn't even know where she is. Simon possessed them so his soul wasn't split. Yeah, there we go. That's the lore explanation. He didn't possess them, he possessed them. Come on, everyone knows about possessing things. But he will retrieve his memory soon. When he does, she'll all be mine. Is that really what he said? She'll all be mine? That feels weird. Damn you! Combined with like a jerking off animation in the air, I guess? I know he's supposed to be like shaking his fist, but like, man, he's putting a lot into that. You doing okay, Juiced? Sure about that? If I die, your best friend will perish with me. Arg. Okay. It's the best arg I got in me right now. Your death is at hand. Die, you vile dog. Well, we all know which direction this is going. Alright. Can I get a name for this boss? Shadow! Oh. What year did this game come out in? 2002? No, I'm sure it's a coincidence. Damn you, Maxim, but I can't stop looking at your eyes. Okay, so this boss changes into a number of different forms. Reminds me a lot of, oh god, what was his name? Master Core? From the final boss from Smash 4. Come on, come here. Master Hand. No, it was Master Core, I'm pretty sure. Oh. And it's dead. I'm telling you guys, all the bosses in this just kind of like suck. He just looks like Okie Buddy's Moonshadow given life. He really does. Too bad he was easy. Does he drop anything? No? Okay. Let's go to this spot in Castle A, then. Let's see if that'll get us anywhere. What time is it? 11:42? We have time. The only boss you fought is Taboo. Well, that's from Smash 3. That's Brawl. I'm talking about the Wii U and 3DS one. At the end of that one, on higher difficulties, you fight like a beast, and then you fight a bunch of swords. And then on the highest difficulty, you fight the Master Giant and the Master Fortress, which are two really ridiculous boss fights that I've never finished. Alright, let's head back to Castle A then. You didn't play those? Not surprising. You know, them being on Wii U. There was the 3DS version, but that fight was, like, neutered. Although I would love to give it another shot. I never got a Wii U Pro controller, I just had a classic controller, so... Wait, that's the end of Maxim's Evil Half? Or... I don't think it is, no. We'll still have to be dealing with his stupid ass for a while. There's one spot I want to check out, and it's directly above us. Appears to be a hole in the ceiling over here that I never checked out. So let's see. Wind Cloak. I'm going to keep the Guardian stuff for now. I like taking minimal damage from things. Yeah, no, we're not gonna get an out from the plot of this game so easy. Believe me. This one gets a little weird towards the end. If I remember right. Let's just say we're in for one doozy of a final boss, but not like in a bad way like we were last time. In like kind of a good way. I like this enemy. Alright, onward. Back to Castle A, and you know what? Let's explore some of the area that we only hit in Castle B. Ooh, good. Yes, the one controlling you all from the shadows was I, Nathan Graves. No thank you. Keep him away from me. I never want to see him again. Although killing him would be really easy because Juiced could run literal circles around him. God, I hate the iframes in this game. They're pretty much just for show. Oh good, it stops on that side. Scale armor, which we don't need anymore. You know, I've yet to find the shop. I know generally where it is. We're not even, like, remotely near it, by the way, just in case you're curious. Can't beat me. I beat the worst Dracula form. I am the luckiest bastard. It's more like he's the cheesiest bastard. Let's not forget we basically cheesed him. It's okay though, we deserve to cheese him because I grinded for the card that lets us do it, like, for 5 hours. Alright, just a little further up here and we'll be at the end of this path. And it contains a hint card. Yay! One we've already read. Drop all the way down here. I don't want to go into the aqueduct yet. I mean, I know I said there's a boss down there, and there is one. I just don't want to go down there yet. Nathan suddenly drops dead, and dagger thrown at his neck by the true mastermind, Walter. Oh god. He's the scariest. Oh look, it's... Ain't that one... Platinum video game? Bagonetta, right? That's the name? Really? What the fuck is a bagonette? I know what a bayonet is. Let's... Let's just keep going up here. Got about 10 minutes of the game left. Not like until we beat it, but for tonight. Oh my god, these things are so obnoxious. And you know what? I vote we end tonight the same way we ended last time, by heading back to the room and depositing our furniture. There he is. Juiced. Maxime, it's really you this time, right? So I see you've run into my other self. Yeah, I see. I was nearly taken over by him. Okay, sure. I guess he can take over. Dracula's strength was so overwhelming. Don't say that. You must stay strong. Listen to me. When he brought Liddy to this place, he hid her in a castle forged from the fabric of my mind. By losing my memory, I protected her, but I think I've reached my limit. She's in the Lord's room. With this bracelet, you can gain entrance as well. I can't just leave you lying here like this. You must. We can't let him get a hold of Liddy. I got it. Once I've saved Liddy, I promise I'll come back for you. Go now. It's up to you. And now we've got MK's bracelet. Do we know Maxime's last name? I mean, I highly doubt he's, like, in here. He might be among the bosses. Yeah, there he is. Nope. Although we can see how many bosses we've fought so far. So the bosses start at here and here? No. So the bosses start here, it looks like. Oh no, melty zombies mixed in here. Okay. Oh yes, Michael Caine's bracelet. We're missing a lot of enemies here or there, but, you know, that's to be expected with how this game's progression works. Alright, I guess let's just walk back to the room as of right now. And deposit all our crap that we found. I don't think I've commented on the painting in the background here. Huh. Don't really know what's happening there, but sure. Alright. I can't believe the game lets us run under those. Wonder what's in the B-side furniture room. Oh yeah, we're heading towards the B-side furniture room. It'd be the A-side furniture room that you'd be wondering about. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see when we get there. We've just earned the ability to open a lot of locked doors, so we're gonna be going through quite a bit of the castle now. Like, we could probably fill out a good chunk of this castle. I don't know if we will, but we could. Let's see. Fastest way there is left and down. Okay, looks like I have to kill this. Oh well. Most witches shrink when you whip them, proven fact. I'm curious about how many witches you're whipping, but sure. They also only weigh as much as a duck. That's why Alexis is so small. Oh my god, Jay. You say that knowing that I'm the only person here who will get it. Time is it 11:54? I don't think anyone will mind if we cut this one off just a little bit early tonight. We go over enough that, you know. Alright, let's put our shit down. And we can take a look around this room for 6 minutes. I wish we could sit in the chairs so I could update the chatter screen, but we can't. Good mirror. There's the bed. That is not king-sized. Do you see how fucking large our man is? Look at him. That is apparently a king-sized bed. Like, is he like 8 feet tall? Death, you should not stop the stream. No. See, we got the rocking chair. The radio doesn't appear to turn on. God, I wish we could interact with objects in this room. But we can't. Here, let me look up a list of the furniture items real quick. See how many there are. Move the mic real quick. Harmony of... Collectibles. Harmony of Dissonance. Wow. Well, one of the joke things we said about what happens when we collect all of them, is true. Literally all you get for collecting these is a slight change in animation at the end of the game. Let me see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 of them. We can checklist them. We could. You know what? Let's figure out what we have. Just rightmost foot pixel shifts upward by 3 extra pixels. 3 extra pickles. I know I stumble over words a lot, but like, man, that is a new record for me. 3 extra pickles. But yeah, no, the difference is like almost that minute. I'm not kidding. 3 extra pickles is a good reward. I am excited. I want my 3 extra pickles. Let's open up Notepad real quick. And let's write down all of these. So we've got the chandelier, tall clock, bookshelf, old radio, silver dishes, antique table, chair, and then rocking chair, silk curtain, ancient urn. Ooh, that's fancy. I wonder where we're gonna find that one. Wizard urn, and then pretty vase, side table, teacup, teapot, wine glass, hero statue, smiling statue, sage statue, Raccoon figure. That was a weird one. A lucky cat. Phonograph. Almost at the end here. Stuffed stag. Candle holder. Candlestick. Silver and gold trinkets. Strange mirror. Castle drawing. King-sized bed. And closet. There. That is all the items. Here's the question, which animation is canon? Probably the true ending one. Wonder if any of the statues are callbacks. They have sprites here. They don't really look like it, which is kind of sad. The hero statue is definitely a callback, though. Definitely. Oh, and the item description's kind of cute. We'll have to remember that when we get there. File name. Trash.txt. There we go. That'll make me remember, right? I'll have to go through and strike the ones that we have. You know, honestly, the reward should have been just Juiced actually sitting in the fucking chairs. Yes. Honestly, I think the reason why no one remembers Juiced and everyone remembers Alucard is more to do... Like, it's more than just the whole game being better with Symphony. Because while that is the case, I think people would remember Juiced a lot more if he had some unique characteristics. Like, if he could sit in these chairs, and, like, you could see him rock in the rocking chair, or sleep in the bed, or do things at the table, or, you know, whatever. Can't wait for IKEA shopping. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Other than that, that's it for the game tonight. I'll make sure to go through and strike all the ones that we have so we don't get confused. Okay, let me pull up the post-stream image real quick. There we go. If he didn't make Death facepalm with his density. Let's pull up a nice theme. Seeing a lot of stuff I'll get copyright struck instantly for trying to play. Which, you know, not exactly my favorite. You know what? Pokemon music never fails me. There. Payday. I'd love to do some Pokemon games at some point. Not necessarily Gen 8, but, you know, Pokemon games in general. Speaking of, just last night I beat Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. And that was a wonderful experience. After this, honestly, if no one cares about spoilers for it, I'll play the final boss theme after this, because it is, like, probably one of the best final boss themes we've ever gotten out of the Pokemon series. Side and main games included. This is a message from Pokemon Company. Your channel will be terminated in 5, 4... Oh god, oh fuck. Bebe? I miss Bebe. Best Persona 3 social link right there. You and I have to get together with Taylor again sometime to continue Persona 3. Because we were having a good time with that before. You know. The world frantically shouted, "Shut it down! Shut it down!" And we weren't allowed to do anything ever again. And that's gonna happen again. Because of course it is. or the world became hell. Honestly, like, the thing I'm most angry about is just, like, yeah, sure, the economy's collapsing, jobs are going away forever, the government isn't helping people, people are losing homes, all that's, like, really fucking bad. And then there's also the fact that the entire school system is completely disrupted. Like, all I did was work, nap, and read about sad rocks. I still need to read my sad rock manga for this week. Alright, well, I'm gonna pull up the... Where is he? The final boss theme from Mystery Dungeon, because, oh my god! I want you to keep in mind, this is for a Pokemon spin-off. Go ahead and boost it just a little bit to let it play. See, the opening is, like, really good, right? And then... if I ever learn the flute, I'm learning this. Like, words literally cannot describe how fucking in love I am with Explorers of Sky. Like, oh my god. The game's a genuine masterpiece, honestly. You were listening to Unleashed Windmill Hill? That theme is really good. I like that. Unleashed has amazing music. Now, if the world is somehow not shut down by the time that I get to Unleashed, I'm considering picking up the Xbox version just so I can have, like, a more stable copy. Because the PS3 version's, like, fine, but my god, is its frame rate terrible. Apparently this theme is titled Dialga's Fight to the Finish. This song's so nostalgic. This fight is so hard, though. The only reason I beat him... Here, I actually took a picture of it because I thought it was really funny. Spoiler warning for what the final boss is. Surprise, it's a legendary Pokemon. Who would have thought? He stepped into the exact position I wanted him to. And... I put the baby to sleep. Shh! Don't wake him, he's sleeping. Everyone be quiet. It is seriously an amazing boss fight, though. At least we don't have scary people in our big city anymore. I think we still do. I think the riots are... or not riots, but the protests are still happening. And the police are still disappearing people. It's... like... my god. I don't know if you guys... like, if you people who I know in real life know, but I live probably about a couple hours away from Portland, like one of the bigger cities here in on the West Coast, and Portland got scary. like, not only were there massive riots, because there were riots everywhere, the protests were huge and spanned across multiple cities here. Especially here in my hometown, because we have had, like, very recent cases of, like, miscarriages of justice towards people of color, which, you know, not a good thing there. So, yeah, we had a protest here in Methsville as well. But recently, apparently, the Portland police started loading people wordlessly into police vans that were unmarked and just taking them away. Government pulled out, though, because a family friend was just there. Oh, that's really good to hear. I would never go to Portland right now. Never. I'd give it at least a year before I go back to Portland. Which sucks, because I really like Portland. I like taking day trips over, over there. Because it's a nice place. They've got cool stores, cooler than we have in Methsville. Let's change the song real quick. As amazing as the August theme is. Come on, I need stream-friendly music. Not JoJo openings and JoJo themes, because that's a lot of what I'm getting. Persona 5 will get me murdered. I know that for a fact. And that's what's getting brought up here. A lot of remixes that I don't want to play because I don't have permission. You know, drift fail. Why not? There we go. Mentioning Unleash reminded me of Chunan's night theme, not Dragon Road one. Oh. I do like Chunan in Unleashed. Although, in my opinion, that's where the PS2 and Wii version starts to, like, fall apart completely. So, you know, don't love it in that version. But I do think that the rest of it's really good. You know what's funny? I've talked to, like, a couple people recently who, upon mentioning Unleashed, I don't even remember why it was brought up around them, but upon the, like, the mention of that game, they're just like, yeah, that game was fucking terrible. And I asked them, I was curious, I was like, hey, why is that game terrible? And neither of them gave me a direct response. Waifu was blowing up my chat. Q specifically gonna mute. I left Waifu. I'm still, like, in the free company because I can't log into 14 right now to, you know, leave. Because my sub is down. But, you know. Even though I've never played Unleashed, that music reminds me of a few years back. The old 24/7 Sonic stream, just listening to it and talking to people. Very soothing. I would love to do a 24/7 stream at one point. Or a 24-hour stream, not 24/7. I'd die. I would love to do one at some point, though. That would require a lot of preparation on my part. And I don't know. I don't know if I could do it right now. But at some point, I would love to try it. I would have to find the perfect stuff to, like, fill in a 24-hour stream, though. And I don't know what I would do to fill that in. I mean, I have several games lined up that I need to go through with you guys, but I don't know, 24 hours is quite a while. I would definitely have breaks to just sit and talk with the audience every couple hours or so. Oh yes, that stream wasn't being actively hosted by someone. It was a loop of recordings from several Sonic games. That's always an interesting thing. That kind of stream always attracts a kind of different audience from normal. Nice and quiet. Oh, I like this song. I do love Drift Fail. Alright, quick everyone, what's your favorite Pokemon game? Mainline, specifically. Opening up the can of worms that is side games is not... is not something I'm looking to do right now. If I had to really go out on a limb and say, like, definitively what my favorite Pokemon game is, it'd be difficult because there's a few games that vie for that spot. But in all honesty, I'd probably have to pick Black and White for me. Just because I love the Pokemon in Black and White, and the region is very well put together and kind of concise, and the plot is the best the series has. Platinum, that's the other one that sort of ties with me, because Platinum, the way Platinum loses out is the game speed, because the region has a much more interesting design than Unova. And I do like the big fuck you villain. But in general, I think Unova sort of edges it out for me. But, you know, Sinnoh does have way more to do. It's got more to explore. It's got more to, like, more routes to see, you know? It's also got a cooler champion, I'll be honest. Alder is like nothing. I don't care about him. But Cynthia, oh man, Cynthia's a great character. Yeah, those two are like really my tied ones. And then from like there down, it's like Black and White, Platinum. Black and White 2 is somewhere in between those two. I don't really quite like it as much as Black and White. I'd say it probably falls like immediately below Platinum, just because the region is slightly worse and the plot is bad. But it still has a ton to do, and it feels like there's a reason in that one to like level max your Pokemon for once. And then immediately below that one, I'd probably say like the Johto games. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, those ones are really good. And then Fire Red and Leaf Green below that. Old Man with a Bow full on. That's really his character. And I don't really know from there, but I know that the bottom of the barrel for me is a tie between, and this is going to be sacrilegious for some people. It would be a tie between either Hoenn or Galar. One of the two. And it really comes down to design with Hoenn, and basically everything with Galar. I mean, Sword and Shield is so fresh. I think we're all aware of the reasons why that one really falls flat and isn't as good as it could have been. But Hoenn is one of my least favorites because the region is designed so fucking terribly. Like, we don't want to talk about the whole meme, you know, 7.8 out of 10, too much water. When it's true. There's too much fucking water in Hoenn. The final, like, chunk of the game is a giant water route that is confusing to find your way around, filled with trainers, constantly filled with really low-level, weak encounters. And none of it properly levels you for the final stretch of the game. None of it. It really does not help that not only in Hoenn is there the stretch of time between the 4th and 5th gym, where that's like a difficulty spike, because the 4th gym and the 5th gym have like different levels. There's a level difference there, but there are no areas to help bridge the gap. There's none at all. You just fight Flannery, who has like, what, level 20-somethings, like high 20s, and then you go and fight Norman, and he has low 30s to upper 20s, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, but I didn't have a single chance to train here. In fact, if I remember right, someone steps out, like, towards you once you leave that area, and is like, hey, come with me to the Petalburg gym. We'll go fight it now. So, like, that happens. And then the same thing happens between, like, the 8th gym and Victory Road, where there's, a jump in the level you need to be there, and there's not a single area in the game that helps you get there. It's just you and Victory Road and leaving it every 5 minutes because you got beaten to a pulp by really high-level Pokemon in there. Got a shiny lantern in that game? Well, I'm proud of you there. I don't get shinies. I'm not lucky enough. But, like, and then once you get through Victory Road, there's another level jump after that for the Elite Four. So no matter what, the game's level scaling is just this fucking jagged line that shoots up and down all over the place. And there's several, like, points in the game where there's just a gap with no area that you can possibly grind in with, like, high enough level Pokemon. So it's either you grind for, like, 12 hours, or you just lose and you accept that you lost, and you, I don't know, quit playing Hoenn like I did multiple times. I'm not a fan of Generation 3 Pokemon. Not a fan. And I can't even say I like the Generation 6 remakes of Gen 3, because those ones cut features from Emerald that I was actually really excited to get to, like the Battle Frontier. It's just not there. I would love to do a Battle Frontier, but it's not there. And it cut, like, oh god, it cut the battle halls, didn't it? It just has those set to contest halls. Which, while I like contests and all, I prefer the battle halls. The one contest hall is really all you need. It's not like they offer different contests, right? Like, I think they, offer different difficulties of contests? But you can just put those all in one building like Emerald did. But no, they're still spread around. Instead of being able to do the Battle Club. This kind of thing is also why I don't trust them to do a remake of Gen 4. Because one of the coolest things for me out of Gen 4 was the fact that, you know, the, like, Battle Frontier was really accessible. Have not played any Pokemon games. There's something I know. Most of the games don't automatically send gift Pokemon to the storage for some reason, which baffles me because it's a totally unnecessary thing. Yeah, no, only Gen 7 started automatically sending gift Pokemon to the storage. That's Sun and Moon, which means it took them from blue version, like blue, red, yellow, and then gold and silver still didn't do it, and then Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green didn't do it, and then Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver didn't do it, and then Gen 5 came around, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, still didn't do it, still didn't fix that fucking issue. And then Gen 6 came around, X and Y, and Oras, still didn't fucking fix it. And then finally, Sun and Moon came out, and it fixed it, and Sun and Moon is not very good. Like, it's a cruel joke. It's a cruel fucking joke. Also, you're not really missing out on a whole lot by not playing Pokemon. You're missing out on some good music and some really good creature designs. But otherwise, you know, the games themselves are nothing special outside of Black and White. And Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, depending on what you're looking for. Why was it even a thing? Apparently Gen 1 didn't have that issue, but it was intentionally added later than kept for generations. I don't know if it was a problem in Gen 1. I would have to replay those games. But yeah, no, you're hearing it directly from me. If you're ever gonna play a fucking Pokemon game, do Black and White if you're interested in a good story, or Diamond, Pearl, Platinum if you're interested in a bunch of cool lore and a really rich, fulfilled world with maybe not necessarily a great story attached. All the music is really good. Getting attached to your Pokemon's a lot of fun. The problem is these games are so fucking expensive that it's not reasonable. I can't be like, hey, everyone should go out and buy a copy of fucking Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, because no, you can't do that. Those games are really expensive. And you might get fake ones that don't work. You can never trust buying Pokemon games online. I'm pretty sure Black and White works on DS emulators. And of course, if you have a Wii U, I'm pretty sure you can get a ROM Black and White and dump it onto the Wii U with custom firmware. And then have a really good setup where the touchscreen is on the Wii U gamepad touchscreen. So you really don't need much, or you really can just look at the gamepad to decide your moves and shit. Like, the two screens aren't very connected. Of course, I can understand not wanting to play them. If the ship has sailed on Pokemon for a lot of people, because the fan base is so obsessive and terrible. Of course, I'm not one to like fan bases, as you guys know. They tend to really tick me off a lot of the time. Oops. I keep, smacking the pop filter on my mic. It's kind of angled awkwardly, so I can't really push it back at all. This mic's built kind of weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, and if you're ever curious about watching a playthrough of Pokemon, Chuck Conray's Pokemon Black and White Let's Play is seriously one of the best Let's Plays ever created. I don't think any other Pokemon Let's Play even comes close. Let's see. Oh. Here's some more music. Really like the Cape Claw music in Star Fox Adventures. Might play that in a little bit. This is music from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I hate that this game has such a good soundtrack. Listen to this. The fact that this is attached to a bad video game is directly upsetting to me. Higher quality Dinosaur Planet version is listed as Discovery Falls. Okay. Fun fact about Ultra Necrozma, the damn, the final boss of Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, the damn thing is so fucking strong that it's infamous for ending Nuzlocke right where they stand. It sweeps through teams so quickly. And I want you guys to keep in mind that I've beaten this thing using only bug types. Okay, I'm drifting off. Night, Jay. I've beaten this fucking thing using only bug types. The thing is Dragon Psychic, I think? And here, what are its fucking stat totals? Ultra Necrozma. Necrozma Pokemon on Bulbapedia. Stats. Ultra Necrozma. It has an attack and special attack of 167 each, which, just for comparison, are some of the highest in the entire game. And it has a stat total of 754, which, where the fuck? can I find the list of stat totals? I'm pretty sure there's only one Pokemon that even comes close to it, and it's fucking Mega Rayquaza. Where is it? Mega Rayquaza's at 780, so it shot past it a long time ago. Is it a marathon boss? No. So the thing about Ultra Necrozma is it's incredibly fast and incredibly strong, and its typing is also pretty good for the most part. It resists most, like, standard move types. So, because of the dragon typing, it resists, I think, water, electric, fire, grass, and ground type. I think it's really only weak to ice, dragon, and whatever Psychic's weaknesses are. Bug, dark, and ghost, I think, are its weaknesses. Which, like, alright, that's all fine and good, but you will never get a Pokemon in those types that is either tanky enough to withstand a hit from this fucking thing, and then also be able to deal enough damage, or that is weak enough, or not weak enough, fast enough to be able to kill it before it can hurt you. So Nuzlockes tend to lose, like, anywhere from 3 to 6 Pokemon to this thing. Like, you will not make it out of this boss fight with all of your Pokemon, and it's fitting that it has such good music. Of course, I managed to beat it using only bug types, because I'm insane, and my method to killing it was admittedly scummy, but I had to. I tested it, there was no other way to get around it. So the damn thing knows this move called Power Gem. Power Gem is an incredibly strong rock-type move, special rock-type move, so it takes advantage of its better stats. And it knocked out all of my bugs in one hit, because bugs are weak to getting crushed by boulders, apparently. And I had one move on my entire team that was a priority move. It was First Impression, which is a bug-type attack that is, I think, 90 power, and it always moves first, and it never misses. However, you can only use it on the first move of the battle. So, once your Pokemon is sent out, you have one turn to use First Impression. If you don't use it, you can't use it. So Necrozma, the way I did it was hitting Necrozma with that dealt about a fourth of its HP. So, I sent out my Golisopod, which is my Pokemon that had that, and I used First Impression. I got rid of the first fourth. It used Power Gem, and Golisopod dropped dead where it stood. And so, I sent out another Pokemon, and then I revived the Golisopod. And then, once the other Pokemon died, I sent out the Golisopod and did First Impression again. And I did that 4 times until it fucking died, because that was the only reasonable way for me to beat that boss fight. Let's see. Discovery Falls. There we go. So yeah, that was my experience with Hell. Really, that boss fight was no fucking joke. Finishing that game specifically with only bugs was like one of my biggest accomplishments in any Pokemon game. I've never successfully done a Nuzlocke, but man, I will be able to beat any of these games with only bug types. And only the bug types found in those games, by the way. I'm not allowed to transfer any in. I've done quite a few of those over the years. I've done one with Sword and Shield. That was my only playthrough of Sword and Shield, and it wasn't even all too hard. Only Leon really gave me any issues. And then I've done it with X and Y, and I did it with Sun and Moon. I'm working on it with Oros and Fire Red right now. Both of which are requiring a lot of grinding, because of course. It's just the old design of Pokemon right there. What time is it? 12:34? Alright, it's getting a little late. Unless anyone has any final topics, probably end it off here. Nothing. Not seeing anything. Nope. Nope. Okay. In conclusion, very minute pixel shifts are riveting changes to an ending. Oh yeah, definitely. Alright, so that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for enjoying some Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance with me. Yeah, I don't really have anything to plug. Yeah, you too. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.